Slide up. What's up, everybody? It's the DFS Whisperers coming live with an NFL video, the final look for the main slate. We'll also have a Millie Maker segment, and also we'll tag in Kiki's new show, Play It With Confidence. They will have their own 2 videos next week, but for this week and for the sake of time, we'll just tag them all into the final main look video.
Absolutely. And what's up, family?
Yep, it's Easy here.
AJ here. Who is on the phone?
And what's going on, guys? How y'all doing today? It is DFS Whisperer Kiki Wash.
He said it with a whisper. I love it.
You like that?
I think we need to start adding that little Nelly song, Country Drama, to country not drama, country grammar to our.
that was bad grandeur right there. I don't know what that was.
How we doing in the Memphis, Mississippi area?
Yes, sir. We gotta add in some of that, but yeah, let's go ahead, man. And it's finally here, man. Week 1. We had a barn burner, man, for a first game. That was horrible between the Packers and Chicago Bears.
I think I went to bed by the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I think you went to bed in the
third
quarter.
Man, I watched the actual whole game. I watched the whole game, man, and what it just told me, guys. Hey, what it's telling me is that this year the defense has evolved.
Yeah,
and they're here to play.
Yeah,
they're here to play. You know, the NFL system is designed for offense and for point scoring, but I'm telling you guys, the defense has evolved, and the offense is kind of still stagnant right now. So I'm looking for a lot of defensive play this week.
Okay.
All right, you heard it here.
Yes, sir. So let's go ahead, man. Get the homework out the way. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Hit that bell icon so you can get all our content as soon as it drops. Shout out to the new viewers, man. Hopefully we can, impress y'all enough so that y'all can hit that subscribe button and rock with us through this long NFL season.
Yes, sir.
I kind of wish NFL season was longer, but also we got NBA coming soon, so there will definitely not be a lack of content because that off season was just brutal, man. I'm still recovering.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And what is this tool we using right here?
Draft Dashboard, man. One of the best DFS tool out here. My favorite tool to use. You got the top players of the week. You got the position optimizer that breaks down everything down to a T, from their percentage of snaps they play, the targets, the rushing, projected ownership, projected points, all that you need. You got the sleepers and studs that break down everything for you. You got the player trends that show you the salary differences, point production, player performances, the target monsters, the rushing monsters, everything to help you make your lineup better. You got the crazy accurate lineup optimizer, which, man, if I had just followed it in the showdown, it gave me the winning lineup 3 times in a row. But I was stubborn and didn't play it. Mainly because I didn't want to have any defenses in my lineup. Such an idiot. But I'm getting better, man. I ain't tell you to call me an idiot.
I was just agreeing.
Man, don't. That's it. Just don't. And you got the mass lineup generator as well in the lineup optimizer, where you could build over 100 plus lineups, set your exposures and all of that. Also working on adding some more new features to that. Still got the late swap optimizer as well, which comes in super handy for the NBA season, where we all know that late news that could screw up like 100 of your lineups. Thanks to the late swap optimizer, you could just pop it in, re-optimize, and upload it, boom. Especially, man, them AD last minute calls were brutal.
Oh my God, I lost so much money that night.
Man. And then you got the what?
Of course, we got the NFL cheat sheet.
For those of you that don't know how to do research, don't want to do research, you just don't have time to do research, the cheat sheet is here to save your life. From the top locks of the slate to the top studs, mid-range, and value, you get it all there, and you get our custom player pool for $1 for your first 30 days. Once you use the link down below to access our custom player pool, just hit watch players. Hit that blue tab you see on top that says watch DFS Whisperers picks, and you get our whole player pool that'll be done later on today. So you get a cheat sheet and our whole player pool and all these awesome stats for every single sport for $1 for your first.
So wait, tell me this: how much could I potentially make within that first 30 days with this $1, man?
Hey, if the sky is the limit, $1 million.
Oh my God.
I'm not promising you $1 million, but it can happen.
Wow.
Anything can happen, guys.
Anything can happen.
Wow, we got to throw in the KG edit right here.
Yes, sir.
So let's go ahead and get into it.
What's it called again? Shout out to my Prizepicks, a dope DFS site where all you're doing is just picking 2, 3, or 4 players, project their over-unders, and then boom, as you can see on the screen right here, at the end of each video, we give you our top 2 favorite props. To sign up to my Prizepicks, all you got to do is just click the link down below, use promo code Whisper. You get 25% of your first deposit matched, and you also get a 2-player free prop. And if you play it right, you may never have to deposit again. That's the beauty of it. I like my Prizepicks, man. It's a different kind of sweat, and they got different nice ways you play. And you don't get to play against thousands of people. You don't get to play against sharks. It's just you versus your predictions. Easily. Let's go ahead and hop into it. Oh, shout out to my boys, by the way, the DFS Club, man. DC of DFS Space and Gabriel Skywalker of Skywalker DFS. Check them out, man. DFSclub.com. That's the team. So let's go ahead.
Hey, man, that team is amazing because I'm telling you, Skywalker kept me afloat in baseball, especially in Fanduel. It was crazy with the MLB.
Skywalker kills that MLB, bro.
Skywalker is the man when it comes in an MLB.
And then, of course, you got DFS Space, man.
My hat goes off. And also with Space, man, when it came down to a certain situation where I was trying to find myself in WNBA, I'm like, I'm just going to play his line until I can find myself. And let me tell you, that guy's serious. He's serious now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, he is.
That's the team, man. You got Whisper Squad, you got the Space Aliens, and the Skywalker team. What was that Skywalker? That's that. What's that? I'm not good with that Star Wars stuff. So, what they call them Skywalker people?
We got Luke Skywalker, Anakin Skywalker. I don't know
I'm
who
talking about like
Jedi.
You got the Whisper Squad. Yeah, I guess you could call them the Skywalker Jedi.
Yeah, okay. Well, he's always controversial, so we'll call him the Sith.
Okay, yeah.
Easy has no idea what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I thought Sith was like some Indian dudes with the turbans or something.
Boy, you stupid. Sith is the opposite of the Jedi. They're the evil ones, the dark side.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, it's that Luke, I am your father type thing.
Darth Vader, you got it.
Oh, okay. Hey, wasn't that James Earl Jr.?
James Earl Jones. Moment of education for Easy right here.
Hey man, that's sad, man. That's Mufasa right there. Man. Yeah. Let's get into some football now, man.
You people awake.
Yo, because I was just thinking about that Family Guy video where they had that dude pop up as Darth Vader, but you know, the thing didn't fit, so they were like, all we needed was your voice, fam.
Bro, he only knows Star Wars from Family Guy. So.
Yeah, that's the thing.
But let's get into some football, y'all.
All right, let's get into some football.
All right, let's go ahead.
Now, just as a disclaimer for the people that's new, on this channel, we'll give you the obvious plays. We'll just talk about them. But when we bullet some players in our player pool for the video, most of the time we're trying to touch up on those players that nobody's talking about for you GPP players that are trying to find an edge somewhere.
Yeah.
Now, most of these players are called, risky or value plays for a reason.
Yeah.
But these are the type of plays that could separate you from the field if it works out as
Exactly.
well.
You got to take risks, guys, especially if you want to win some big money. You can't be like most of the
no
field.
Money. Exactly. Because I already remember from the early video, I had a lot of people commenting like, why you don't like this guy? Why you don't like that guy? I'm like,
because everybody likes that guy.
Everybody in their preferences, and if everybody likes the same person,
you're not going to take down. Right.
You got to take some risks somewhere.
All right. So, who we liking first? I know we kind of got a couple of GPP plays at the top.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and break it down from quarterback and go that way.
All right.
For quarterback, my top pick right now is Jared Goff. Now, I know Jared Goff has not played a preseason snap this season. And even last year, he didn't play a preseason snap, but he still had a first good game. I believe he threw 2 touchdowns and almost 300 yards in the first game, then went on that crazy run later on. But still, going up against a Carolina defense that last season was ranked 21st overall and 24th against quarterbacks, I think Jared Goff is in a solid spot right here. And, he got the weapons, and Todd Gurley's back. Todd Gurley will be playing, so I like Cooper Kupp.
I think that's a good pick. I like that.
Yeah, and Cooper Kupp is healthy again. That's one of his favorite targets. You got Brandon Cooks for the long balls. Oh my God.
Oh wow.
And you got Robert Woods, who's ever reliable, man. So I like Jared Goff in this spot a lot. I like his price tag at 6,200. I think you could fire him up in GPPs.
All right.
All right, good deal.
Yeah.
Kiki, who is your quarterback?
All right, guys. I think I'm going with Jameis Winston. Everybody hates Jameis Winston. Come on, man. They hate him in real life. They hate him in DFS. They just hate Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston, guys. I'm telling you, for at 6,600, nobody's going to be on him. Everybody's going to sleep on him now. And also with the weather issues and with some of the injuries that has happened to Mike Evans, guys, I'm telling you, everybody's going to be off him. So I'm going to load up Jameis and Winston. I just think that game's going to be a shootout. If the weather can hold off a little bit, that game's going to be a shootout.
Yeah, I can see that too myself.
Most definitely.
I like the spot, definitely. And who you got, man?
I got Russell Wilson at 6,300.
And most reliable cash game quarterback.
Absolutely. And I look for him to come in and have a solid year. I love his price tag. Now, the team he's playing, what were they, like 23rd against this offense?
They're 29th against quarterbacks and 30.
Yeah.
Basically dead last against they were the dead last defense overall last season.
So Russell Wilson.
I picked on Cincinnati all year.
Yeah. So it was a pretty easy play for me. That's why I didn't want to go too in depth with him.
And by the way, you can, disregard that owned on top.
Yeah, it's not updated, guys.
It's not updated yet on the phone. When you go on your laptop, everything's up to date right now.
And obviously we know he's going to have 100% of the snaps. Last year averaged about 19 fantasy points per game, but I've looked for him to have a very solid week 1. Yeah. And I think he's going to pick this team apart. And he's projected for about 19%.
He's projected for 19.5 points.
Okay, that's not 19.5 points. I'm sorry.
And you got about 4. Yeah, go ahead.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and start the running backs off. Can we go with the running backs? Is that fine?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
All right, Dan. Well, my one of my sneaky deep players, man. I'm going with Sanders from the Eagles.
Now Sanders.
Yeah, I'm going with Sanders for the Eagles, man. He doesn't have a really good ranking versus the team, but at the same time, I just feel like this game can completely get out of hand. And I'm thinking about pairing him with someone else. So I think I'm going to go with Miles Sanders. I think it can get out of hand again. And that trash or that garbage time can definitely go to Miles Sanders, man. He looked really good in the preseason.
They love this guy.
He's only 3,900.
Yeah, they love this guy. He's actually the starting back.
That's right, and I think he's the future.
Yeah, he is. They really love him. There was a lot of hype behind him. A lot of hype, man. And they already cut my boy Wendell Smallwood, too.
That's right.
Yeah, they replaced him with Big Wood. No, I'm playing.
Pause. I got to throw Rodgers Freeman in here. But let's go ahead, hop on the wide receivers. I got Tyler Lockett. As you can see, Seattle is kind of a theme right now. Where is Lockett, bro?
Did we add him? Oh, he's right here.
Yeah, he's under. You were blocking him.
My bad.
But yeah, I like Tyler Lockett. I could see him easily getting about 7-8 targets tomorrow. He's Russell Wilson's favorite target whenever he's not running. We all know Tyler Lockett has one of the safest floors in DFS. Like him and Robert Woods last season were my favorite cash game wide receivers because you just knew that they'll give you over 10 points. They'll get you anywhere from like 12 to 15 on a regular. And then when they really having themselves a game, you could get an easy 20-25 out of them. Mm-hmm. We all know Tyler Lockett has that big play. Yep, that big play upside. And he's facing, like I said, the worst defense in the league last season and 21st against wide receivers. Load up on Tyler Lockett in your cash games. Love him in GPPs as well.
All right, he's your Lockett of the day. All right, so moving on. Speaking of favorite targets, I'm gonna go to one of Matthew Stafford's favorite targets, Marvin Jones, at 4,800, and
projecting for about 6.9, basically 7 targets as well.
Mm-hmm. And
that's crazy.
And you look at this, 12% of the touches he usually got last year. So about 1 out of 10 plays, they go into this guy. So I like his dash ranking at 90, and he's, like I said, he's going to be one of Stafford's favorite targets. So look for him to also be targeted in that end zone a lot.
Yeah, he got a lot of big play upside as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, he's pretty good also. He creates separation. He creates a lot of separation.
Yeah, most definitely. So who is the next wide receiver?
All right, my receiver has an 88, dashboard ranking, and also is going against a team that's ranked 25th on total defense and also 30th versus that position. Yeah. Now, a lot of guys are going to be off him, but I'm going to stick with him. His name is Mike Evans. He's Winston's favorite target, and I feel like if ever a big play needed in this particular game, it's going to come from Mike Evans. And also, you all got to understand, these guys have a new coach. Tampa Bay has a new coach, and they do not have a running game. So guess what? These guys are going to throw the football. They're going to throw the football whether it's raining, whether it's windy, whether it's dry. It doesn't matter. They're going to throw the football. So at 7,900, hey, I think he's going to come in at low ownership, and then I'm playing him.
And ownership is a big deal. So 7,900. Apparently, reportedly, a lot of people are not willing to pay up at a wide receiver. So this is definitely going to be a sneaky play. So I like that Mike Evans pick. And so are we on wide receiver, or are we gonna move to running back?
No, we already did.
We did running back. Well, okay. Let's bounce back real quick. Let's bounce back because I got a running back pick that we didn't highlight, which is Chris Carson. Yeah.
Okay.
So Chris Carson, we still talking about favorite targets. 5,700 on DK.
Chris Carson is a lot for me in cash, man.
Oh, this is a lot for me too.
And so
he's going to get a lot of value.
Right. So, two Seattle players right there that we already locking in for cash game plays, Wilson and Carson. So, if you're looking at that, who's the third one? Lockett, that's right. So if you're looking at, someone who's going to, be a nice red zone target, look out for Carson. What was it last year? He had, 60% of the touches?
Yeah,
and that is
60% of the touches at running back. He had about 17 rushes a game and a couple targets from Russell Wilson. His pass catching game has gotten better.
Yeah,
and
and also he doesn't have that big goal line guy down there stealing touchdowns.
Exactly,
Mike
Davis. He's the one that takes it.
Absolutely,
Mike Davis, man,
he literally took about 6 touchdowns from this guy, man. They're telling, man, this guy, it was constant. It was constant. He'll get all the way down to like the 2 or 3 yard line,
and then Rashad Penny or Mike Davis
for a touchdown.
Yeah,
that pissed me off a lot last season, but it's not gonna happen this year. Chris Carson is the main guy. At 5,700, I'll take that any day.
All day.
Especially with a chalk 6K Dalvin Cook going up against my Atlanta Falcons. I don't like Minnesota. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I know we didn't put Kirk Cousins or talk about him at running quarterback and Dalvin Cook at running back as well. Because I don't like Minnesota as the field likes Minnesota. I'm an Atlanta fan. I've seen a lot of Atlanta Falcons over these past couple weeks.
I knew they had a lot to do with it, man.
Yeah, I know still, but
come on now.
I know still, but hey, look,
it.
I'm gonna tell y'all this: Atlanta's defense has improved a lot.
Oh yeah. First of all, Dan
has improved a lot.
Well, Dan Quinn fired everybody, so now he's running that defense.
So do not be surprised. Do not be surprised if Atlanta defense puts up some numbers this week. Because trust me, it will not be a walkover. Especially if Stephon Diggs sits. Because then that just kills everything.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're going to stop Dalvin Cook on the ground. I'm going to tell y'all that right now.
Okay, well, there it is. And I know, so basically we've covered the wide receivers, the running backs. I want to go ahead and move to tight end.
Yep, and before we move to tight end real quick, Draft Dashboard sponsors a $20 giveaway on our channel. All you got to do right now is just comment your favorite player of the slate. You still got until tomorrow to get your comments in under every video to maximize your opportunities. All you're doing is just like, comment, and subscribe. And by tomorrow's Monday Night Football Showdown video, we'll release the winner for this week's picks. And then if you didn't win, just keep on trying. It happens every week.
It's $20, guys. An extra $20 never hurt no one. So make your comment.
So going up to tight end, first off, I'm going to talk about my boy, Delanie Walker. Now, I don't like Cleveland at all. Not Cleveland. I don't like Tennessee at all. But Delanie Walker, it's hard to ignore the fact that he'll be one of the most targeted guys in that offense, easily. 26.
Very much so, but
yep.
Guys, let me tell y'all something, man. I'm forced to be a Tennessee Titan fan.
Yeah, because you live right there.
So I have to be a Tennessee Titan fan. If I'm going to some of those games, man, let me tell you, Delanie Walker is amazing. He's amazing to see in person, man. This guy is so big and so fast. He just runs away from everybody. And I just don't think those linebackers can really stick with him.
Exactly. They're 26th against tight ends and 22nd defense overall last year. as you can see, Delaney Walker has 100 dash ranking. So the spot doesn't get any better. And it also comes off the Hunter Henry chalk, whom, let's be honest, Hunter Henry is like the best point per dollar tight end on the slate tomorrow. Easily. Right. But, you know, you got to get off the chalk somewhere in GPPs, and Delaney Walker is one of the best options. Mm-hmm. And then, you know, my brother and Kiki also have some pretty good other options where you could get off the chalk. Because, like I will reiterate, I don't hate Hunter Henry. I don't hate George Kittle. I don't hate Travis Kelce. I don't hate Zach Ertz. I definitely don't hate Eric Ebron because he's one of my favorite plays. But I'm just trying to give y'all some other ways to look at, because, you know, tight end is a spot you could easily open up salary everywhere else. And all these guys have a lot of upside.
And to add along with that, you got to understand what a lot of people got to look at is that the volume of play that's going to happen in this particular game, because the Browns play so fast that Tennessee is going to have to come out of their running back shell. They're going to have to come out of that slow game, because Baker Mayfield and all the weapons that he has is going to speed that game up so fast to the point, hey, Mariota's going to have to pass the ball. So his number one target, why not?
Walker. Boom.
Mm-hmm. Why not? So let's go ahead. I'm going to talk about my pick, man. I'm going to talk about my pick. My pick is TJ Hawkinson. I just feel like they want him to be the next Gronk, and they feel they're rebuilding that team in the image of the New England Patriots. That's how I feel about it. And this guy, he can run, he can block. I mean, they've added Amendola. I mean, guys, come on now. We got to look at this thing. This guy's volume is going to be so high, and the offensive coordinator for them, he loves to throw to the tight end. He loves to throw to the tight end.
Yes, definitely.
Yep, definitely. Hey,
they need a new grunt, like you said.
Let's talk about his haircut, man. What type of bow they put on top of
I'm
his
pretty
head?
sure when we first started up this video and they saw that haircut, some of them probably clicked off.
I would have died.
You know what I'm saying? He has those man bangs going on.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. You look like some of them peasants from those 1909 movies. You know what I'm saying?
You,
them like Hunchback of Notre Dame type people.
I know that's like one of them old mushroom haircuts.
Exactly, bro.
All right, so who we got? So what about TJ Hawkinson?
Oh my God, bro. Just go ahead, go to Will Disney.
Hey, he's $3,100, man. He's $3,100.
Exactly, man. Go ahead, talk about Will Disney.
All right, so William Dissly. Now, last year, we know, week 1 and week 2, he had some pretty decent games.
Yep.
Going into this year, you know, for 2,900, we know obviously he's coming off an ACL injury, which is a reason why, you know, we seen like a drastic drop. But the last preseason game? He actually started.
He played preseason this year or something.
Well, he actually one of those. Yeah, I think it was the last preseason game. He actually started with the
following Seattle this preseason. Right?
Yeah, it wasn't really much to follow, but he actually started with Russell Wilson on a few snaps. So if they put this guy out there, I mean, look for him as a sneaky GPP play. I want to put that out as a disclaimer. I'm not saying by any means he's a lock, but if you, like we've been talking about, you want to be different in these big GPP contests, so sneak him in a line or two. Yeah. Try your luck. All he needs is 1 or 2 good catches to play off his price at 2,900.
Yeah, and then to put another disclaimer in. When we say different, we're not trying to tell you stupid different. You know that that play doesn't make sense at all.
Right.
Like every different play we give y'all, it's a play that we've already sat down, talked about, and calculated it to see how it can actually work out. Exactly. We're not just throwing out some random dude like Bob Slapper Papa Nut somewhere and just telling you that he's gonna go off today.
Right. Just because a team, you know, picked up a player from the YMCA, we ain't saying, okay, you know, his price is right. I mean, like, no, we're still gonna crunch some numbers.
The one time that worked out for me was one time that worked out was with Jack Cooley from Sacramento Kings.
That dude did not look like a professional sports player, period.
And then he still dropped 40 in the NBA. Ain't that something?
That's right.
40 DFS points.
Jack Cooley. That was a dope name, though.
Exactly.
That was crazy.
And to end this video talking about defenses. Crap. I meant to slide. Damn, we didn't even hit the defenses in player pool, but I'm going to go ahead and hit this up real quick.
Did anybody talk about Zeke?
I was supposed to.
I think we totally skipped over him.
Yeah, but for Ezekiel Elliott, to put it quick and simple, is if he's gonna be as low owned as they're predicting him right now, just load him up. I love Christian McCaffrey, but just load up on Zeke if he's gonna be less than 10% owned, like everywhere's predicting. At 15% ownership, I still load him up, but if he's gonna be less than 10% owned, like I'm seeing most of the predictions, I'm gonna do my last ownership check before the slate starts and I start building lineups. But I mean, Zeke Elliott, man, less than 10% owned. Just load it up, man. Just load up. For just defenses, my favorite defense is Cowboys going up against New York Giants. Now, I know Giants lit them up last season because that was one of my bold calls last year that I was happy about when Giants were having that terrible season. Then I just made a bold call like, you know what? Giants about to light up Cowboys. And I think it was a showdown day as well. So you already know your boy ate that day. But
I know that's right.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yep, but I like the Cowboys, man, tomorrow. I like the defense. I like their offense. You know, Prescott, Amari Cooper, Gallup, Zeke. Those are all players that I'm going to be really looking at tomorrow. But the Cowboys defense stick out to me as one of the best defenses on the slate tomorrow. They look great in preseason, let's put it that way. And going up against a broken Giants, I just have to attack them right now, especially with Eli Trash Manning starting.
That's his new nickname.
He's horrible, man. Yeah. Eli's horrible. I'm sorry, they can't fix that problem. The only way they fix that problem is just start the guys that they drafted.
Yep, Daniel
Get rid of Eli.
Yeah, who you got for defense, man?
I love the Philadelphia Eagles guys against the Washington Redskins. Washington has struggles, man. They're having issues right now. They're having issues. Yeah, they're having offensive line issues. They're just overall having issues, guys. I mean, I don't think a lot of guys are buying into that system right now. So I think Philly's going to absolutely manhandle them. I'm looking around like 30-6, what have you. And a lot of that going to have to do with defense. So I feel like the guys on the Philly Eagles defense, they have all the parts. They have every single level, man. They have the D-line, they have the linebacker, they have the safeties, they have the corners. Special teams is amazing. I think those guys are going to dominate Washington.
All right. Sounds good. So who you got for defense, man?
I haven't really, strongly considered many defenses like that. But who was it that we were just talking about? It was kind of juicy. It was a $2,300 defense.
We talked about Jacksonville Jaguars defense.
Because last year, what was it? That in that same exact matchup, they kind of, held each other down.
Yeah, it was a decent game. Kansas City defense put up 24 last year in that matchup, so that was interesting. And we all know Jacksonville, they've always had a solid defense. And that you can't ignore Seattle defense as well. They're in a pretty good spot.
And with Jacksonville, man, that was one of the very few teams that Mahomes struggled with, and I think those guys run a game plan. They're defensive specialists, guys. Yeah. So they're going to game plan for Mahomes, and and don't be surprised if that outcome of that game changes now. Yeah. Don't be surprised if the outcome of that game changes. So that's a sneaky game to look at, and you might want to watch that because there's a great chance that KC might go down. I mean, I feel like Jacksonville has made some changes. Yeah. They've added a quarterback. You're going to get a big dose of Fournette. We hadn't really mentioned that much tonight.
I love Fournette as well.
Guys, I'm telling you, I think that these guys can actually, Kansas City have made some adjustments also, but this is not going to be a pushover.
Yeah, for sure.
So you guys better be aware of that. And don't be surprised if this Jacksonville team, we always said the last couple of years that Jacksonville is only a quarterback away from being great.
Yeah, that's true.
So now they have a quarterback.
I mean, they got somebody, yeah.
Do not forget they're still the Jacksonville Jaguars defense.
I mean, I would roster them at
2,300.
I'm saying, sneaky play defense right there. You know, I wouldn't say punting at defense, but for 2,300, you can kind of alleviate a little bit more salary.
They're literally a punt. They're at punt status.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead, man. Let's hop into the Millie Maker stack picks real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and go off with my bold call, and I absolutely hate myself. I hate myself right now. But I think that Detroit Lions could be the top stack on this slate. Y'all heard me, right?
We heard you loud and clear.
Detroit Lions going up against the Arizona Cardinals, missing Patrick Patterson and another cornerback. I think Matthew Stafford could light them up tomorrow. And like I was talking with y'all earlier, this could low-key be a sneaky shootout game as well. Because Kyler Murray is not going to lay down in his NFL debut. I
totally feel that.
Yeah, and it's not like Detroit had the best defense, as you can see under Kyler Murray right here. They were 18th against quarterbacks and 13th overall. And Matthew Stafford, man, I mean, he has the weapons. Like, when I look at Stafford right here, I go to running back. You got Kerryon Johnson with him, who is 5,800. You see what I'm saying? Kerryon Johnson at 5,800, projecting for about 16 points. That's not bad. You got, you got all the wide receivers are priced perfect. Like Kenny Golladay is the most expensive one, and he normally sees the most volume. And Kenny Golladay was a solid cash play last year. And he's at 6,300. That's not a bad price at all. They're 13th against running back. They're 13th against wide receivers and 17th overall. And Golladay has an 80% dash ranking, so he's in a great spot. Brother already talked about Marvin Jones. We hit that one. Danny Amendola is a steal at 3,600. Playing with Matt Stafford, in my opinion. I think he could, I mean, it's not to his Patriot numbers, but still, he could put up real numbers. And we all know he has big play upside as well. When you go to tight end, my boy Kiki has already talked about TJ Hawkinson, you know, the mushroom haircut guy. He could get it. He could get it done.
We're gonna call him that all season, the mushroom haircut guy.
He could get it done, man. Big dude. We'll see some targets in the end zone. So whenever I can find him, he could get it done.
So he left because y'all were roasting him.
But so who y'all got? Who's y'all
really make a pick? Let me add a little bit on to that also. First of all, we have to understand in this particular game right here, we're thinking that it's going to be a slow game. But I'm telling you, the Cardinals are going to speed the Lions' pace of play up.
Yep, I can see that.
They're going to speed that game up. And there's only a 2.5 margin between the two.
Boom. All right? Yep.
It's going to be a really close game.
Exactly.
And the Cardinals has a very horrible offensive line.
Yep.
Okay, so they're not going to be able to run the ball too much, but they're going to be able to throw the ball all game. And you got, and the most important thing with the Lions is that you're missing two of the big time cornerbacks.
Exactly.
The Cardinals.
And
so why not pass the game? Those defensive coordinators and those offensive coordinators in the NFL, they're some of the smartest guys you can ever run across. And let me tell you something. Do not think not 1 second that they're going to, I know his mentality is to run the ball and throw off to the tight end, but do not think 1 second that they understand that those corners are not there and they're going to go 3 or 4 wide and just air everything out. So, you know, be aware of that. It can happen.
Yo, yeah, for sure, man, for sure. Like, the more I look at it, the more I like Detroit. That's why I hate myself right now. Like, why do I like Detroit? I mean, there's sneaky plays everywhere. Like, you got Miami. I like Albert Wilson a lot at cheap. I forgot to talk about him a little. Like, there was this crazy stat I saw about him earlier this week where when it comes to deep balls last season, I think he was ranked like the best out of all the wide receivers in only 7 games that he played. And when I looked at some of ESPN's cheat sheets, it's crazy, man. When he runs routes, he averages about 0.771 fantasy points, which is crazy.
That is pretty crazy.
For his price. And also, when I was looking at Kenny Golladay, he could get about 0.34. Amendola gets about 0.30, and Marvin Jones gets about 0.34 as well. And this is against good opponents. You see what I'm saying?
Now they have a great matchup.
And now they have a great matchup. So they can really light it up. They can really, really light it up tomorrow.
I totally agree.
Who you got?
Well, for mine, I'm going to go right back to the watch players list because that's exactly where my stack is. So I got the cash game play with Russell Wilson.
Yep.
And Chris Carson.
And these are our Millie Maker cores guys.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I'm going to throw in, this is pretty much a full Seattle stack.
Yeah.
Will Dissly as my high GPP play. You know, so these 3 guys, and then I'd probably just throw in that Jacksonville defense. Yep. And then probably just try to see what type of studs I can work around them.
Yep.
You know, so that's gonna be real simple formula. I'm just gonna see how that works out.
And who you got, Keith?
Hey guys, I'm going with the Carolina Panthers. I'm telling you,
Play
guys,
with
if you
what?
Pay attention with me on this one. I honestly feel like these guys are ready. They had a horrible season last year, and I think that Cam is ready this year. We also saw McCaffrey just light the entire league up. So I think a lot of defenses are going to game plan to stop him. But around Cam, it's just completely crazy right now because we have Greg Olsen. Do not forget about Greg
Exactly,
Olsen,
bro. 3,200.
Greg Olsen.
Did we add him
32. No, he wasn't on the player pool. We were going to talk about him in the Millie Maker stuff.
Okay.
But you got Cam right there, Greg Olsen at 32. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, you got Samuel, guys. You got sneaky pick that easy put me on was Hogan.
Chris
you got
Hogan,
DJ
exactly.
Moore, and the thing is, this is going to be a close game. It's only a 2-point difference, and the Rams are giving up that. So it's going to be a close, sneaky shootout, guys. These guys are not going to lay down. They're going to play. They're not going to lay down at all in that game. It's in Carolina. Now, we're going to have to watch the weather also with this game particularly. But I guarantee this game is going to, if it's dry and it's a good day, this game is going to be a shootout.
Yeah,
all
easily. Right. And it works with our watch players. Perfect, because I got the whole Rams thing going on. You got the Carolina Panthers. Stacking both sides of the game is easy. Todd Gurley, one of my favorite running backs on the slate tomorrow. Todd Gurley, easily one of my favorite running backs on the slate tomorrow. I'm going to have stupid amounts of ownership to him.
I think that guy's going to be like a favorite like every week.
Yep. And at tight end, like you said, Greg Olsen, 3,200. Can't beat it, man. Like, every team is so stackable this slate because of the soft pricing. And that's what you get for releasing pricing too early.
It's hard to get away from it.
Yes, sir. So, Kiki, what you going to do with Carolina? You going to play it with what?
Confidence, guys. We're going to play it with confidence.
I better get ready for that show, man.
Just plug
play
it
it
in
with
and
confidence.
leave it alone, guys. Get ready. Get ready.
And like I said, next week we're gonna have a Millie Maker show and a Player with Confidence show separate. But due to time and stuff, we had to jumble them all in together.
Absolutely, it's all together right now. But look out for those segments separately.
Let's go ahead and go to Prizepicks, man. Break it down so we can get up out of here.
All right.
I know people are like, "Damn, this is a long ass video." Get this out the way. So at Prizepicks,
start from the top.
Got Julio at 20. Odell Beckham 17.5, Le'Veon Bell, whom I really like too, 16.5, McCaffrey at 23.5,
Freeman 15,
18, because the matchup with Vikings, everybody's tripping over that.
I might take the over.
16.5 for Tariq Hill, 17.7 for Leonard Fournette, 14.9 for Dede Westbrook, 18 for Kelsey, 14.5 for Robert Woods. I am very tempted to go over on that. DJ Moore at 14. Alshon Jeffrey at only 12.5. You got 15 for Braden Cooks and 16 for Zach Ertz. 18 for Nick Chubb. I might go under on Nick Chubb.
So
what do y'all think?
So who is for
Hey guys, I think we just should go over on. Just randomly pick all of them. Just go over on all of them.
Kiki's theory could go over on everybody.
You know what's funny? That actually works with Prizepicks sometimes, where you just randomly just pick 3-4 people and just go over. Because the pricing is kind of soft right now. Everything is kind of soft. Yeah.
Hey, all the names you called were over. When you started it off, all of them were over.
Yeah.
He didn't even have to think about it.
That's crazy because, think about it. Le'Veon is 16.5. And mind you, this is full PPR, by the way.
Even with the Devontae Freeman matchup, I'll go
15.
over, man.
Yeah, you can easily go over.
Over.
So, but do y'all think McCaffrey breaks 24? I do.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
And mind you, the lines move as well, so what you see right now could be different by tomorrow. So you lock them in when you like them, or if you want to watch it, you can watch it.
Yeah, it could be 28 tomorrow.
Yeah.
So you want
if it's 28, that's under.
That's what I say. Lock it in.
If it's 28, that's under.
Lock it in right now and go over.
Yeah, all those names are over, man.
Yeah.
Over.
So I say My main locks for tomorrow.
Thielen 18.
I would take the over on Robert Woods, and I'll take the over on Alshon Jeffrey.
Yeah.
So this week's prize picks.
12.5. Alshon Jeffrey could hit 13 easily without trying.
It's all over. I told you guys. It's all over.
Man, he's like, that's all over. DJ Moore, 14, over.
Hey,
Braden Cooks, 25, over.
Yep.
Yeah.
Back to keep it simple, sexy. You know?
Yeah, man, stupid, not sexy. We ain't bringing that back. But yeah, for the 2 locks on Prize Picks, this is the over. Like, oh damn it. Like you see here, put in 2 picks, get 2.5. Put in 3, get 5 times. And 4, you get 10 times. And the beauty of it is you don't have to just pick from NFL. See something you like on NFL, you could mix and match it with any other sport on the table. You got college football, MLB pitchers, you know, you got quarterbacks only. Ooh, I'm going to do that. I'm going to be all over on the quarterbacks only. You got Jared Goff at 20.4, over. You got Pat Mahomes at 22.9. I'm tempted to hit under. What y'all think? Pat Mahomes 22.9. Cam Newton at 20. Cam Newton at 20. Lock that in as over.
I would actually
Josh
go
Allen
over
17 over. Bro, I'm about to play Prize Picks real quick.
Matt Ryan at 20.
Matt Ryan at 20. I probably won't touch it.
Nah, don't touch that. Don't touch that because he can't go over.
Lamar, bro, Sam Darnold at 15 is disrespectful.
Okay.
Sam Darnold at 15.
Why am I just now seeing this?
I know Bills' defense is good, but Sam Darnold at 15, man, I think he could beat that.
If he doesn't, then he just had a terrible
But then again,
game.
it's Sam Darnold. The more you look at him, you're like, do I really want to touch that?
Man, come on now, like 15? He should
But
get that
Josh
on.
Allen at 17 is disrespectful. Josh Allen versus them Jets, he could run for 17.
He ain't even got a picture up. That's how disrespectful it is.
Exactly. So I say out of the quarterbacks, man, these are my locks right here. Cam Newton over, Josh Allen over, and Jared Goff over.
Yeah, I'm playing Prize Picks.
Even Lamar Jackson at, 20.5, that's an over. To me, the Kirk Cousins at 19, under.
Yeah, I'm running a few props on Prize Picks.
I know Kiki don't like that one.
Nah, man, I think that was just a setup, man, because that guy's going over, you know that.
Yeah, but those are the picks for Prize Picks, guys. We gave y'all, 5 different picks right here? Like,
again, man, all those picks, all of them are over.
All of them are easy over
hey, guys,
for tomorrow.
You can send me a tip for that.
Yeah. What's the socials? Twitter at DFS Whisperers and Instagram at the DFS Whisperers. Want to hit up Kiki? What's your Twitter, man?
DFS Kiki Watch, guys. You can hit me up on Twitter, ask some questions. And I'm going to go ahead and give you. Keep in mind, I'm a GPP guy, so I'm going to give you everything from a GPP perspective, guys. And also, you can hear that player with confidence when we run that next week. It's going to be crazy. So let's get it.
Absolutely. So once again, appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all checking us out. For all the new people, we try to give y'all the best content that nobody's talking about with a touch of humor as well. Shout out to my boys, the DFS Club. Shout out to DFS Bachelor, Draft Dashboard, and the whole squad, man. Everybody's just dope. It's NFL Sundays finally here, man. Right. Finally, I can't throw away my Sundays no more.
Hey, that's right.
And shit happens Sundays is over now.
Yeah, we can't use that term on NFL because literally most games on Sundays. So, the players are going for these touchdowns. The squad goes for takedowns. Yep. Let's go out there. Let's get it. Get that millie. Wait, who's getting that millie? Is it me? You? Is it Kiki? Oh, it's the whole squad. My bad.
The whole squad.
Yep. Hit us up on Twitter. Hit us up on our email in the bio, man. If you want to join in that crazy Slack chat, man, get more invites and more other things we can't really say on YouTube. So
exactly, we don't want to get flagged. But with that being said, guys,
already done it once.
Right, all right. We wish each and every one of you a nice hefty bag, and we kind of been doing a little practice over the last couple of weeks with Kiki on this one, but we're gonna do it again. Let's see, we're gonna give him a score and a grade, and we want you guys to grade him in the comments too. So with that being said, we are out here.
Squad.
3 out of 10.
4.5.
Hey, that's a 5.5. That's a 5.5.